Okay, we're going to go over the post-production sort of end of this. It's very similar to the photography end, where really the only thing you have to do is you have to run an action to save your images in a certain location. In this case, I have the Betsy image we've been working with, and I have here, Betsy Christina. I'm going to pretend like I'm Christina for a second here. Alright. Normal procedure, you're going to put things into the Betsy Johnson Done folder, but the flattening the TIFF is going to go into the post-drop Christina Lindstrom folder. I know this is probably the outdated action, but it'll work for our purposes. Alright, save there, crop, make a little crop here, and we're good. So let me show you where that went. Post drop. The post drop is in Partners Post Drop. It is right next to the Photographer's Drop Zone. Post drop. This I use Christina, so it should be in her folder right now. Ignore the thumbs DB thing. Not sure what that is. Some kind of computer junk left over. Delete that. So you'll see here now I have two files. Betsy dash the regular, Betsy dash the Swift file, the SW, which is the swatch. Both should be ready to go. What's going to happen is Workhorse is going to come along and pick these up and move these. And I'm going to show you in this one not only the post-production, but the approval of these two images to get them into the to push folder. So this is something that either the coordinator does, or a producer, or even the production artist, meaning, whoever wants to approve anything. The idea here is that we're not moving things by hand anymore. We're going to let the computer do it, because when you actually approve the images, it's going to remove the prefix from these here, the files, and put them into the next drop. So I'm going to pause and restart when this is moved. Okay, files are gone. Let's go back over here to Betsy Johnson. Post. Alright, so here should be the done file. There's our done file. And the to push should be not empty, but it might be empty. Okay, so here's the two files. Alright, so we are gonna, we've looked at these, we're good to go, we're happy with the way they look, and someone needs to now approve them. So they go to the to push folder for the upload that happens once an hour now. The way we're going to do that is with Workhorse. Alright, so there's a couple different ways you can do this, and very similarly to the way that you would do the whole searching thing for checking in product and making labels. You can do searches. Right now on an arrow, I'm going to go down to Betsy Johnson. You can do a simple, I want to do a multi-select, meaning I'm going to have it paste in a big list of file names, hit enter, and I'm going to say approve. Okay? I can do that. I can go advanced and say I still want to do at the sample level multi-select and go Betsy Johnson, but I don't even know the file name. I just want to know everything that was done today. So let's say I know that Christina did it, so let's see, because I was pretending to be her. So Christina Lindstrom, and I want to know everything that she did today. so that I can approve it. And I want to say the approval is incomplete because it's not done yet. Okay, I'm going to hit search. I didn't get anything. Multi-select, BTSY Johnson, BTSY Johnson. Just do any task. Christina to here. Okay. So that time I put it in just everything she did today for BTSY Johnson. Came up with these two. Now you can't really see it, but one of these is the pattern and the other one is the actual file name. So if I had a whole bunch, I just wanted to hit select all, hit replace current selection with all. It'll tell me 2 samples selected. I select that, go to this little checkbox, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark the task complete. I'm going to hit approval, continue. Now, I had the same image file name there twice, okay? Same UPC, if you will. So it's going to say, hey, you got it with the first one because it associates this SW file with the main. It knows that this is a swatch versus this is being a main. So it's going to say, hey, the tasks have already been displayed from our sample. It means I put this in twice, this UPC in technically when I hit both, but both are right here. So it's saying you already did this one. So don't worry about it. Hit set image task to complete. And we're going to wait. And I'll pause this again. Okay, we approved. And now if I go to the to push folder, look at that. They are stricken. There is no BTSY, anything like that. And these images will push if I let them. Everybody knows how the push really works. Now, here's an interesting little thing, too. In Workhorse, everything is recorded. So, if I go here and I search for the sample, what changes to images, actually, just do the image sample search. Okay, sorry, I was interrupted. Okay, so I'm putting this in, I'm searching images, search list for search there for images. Right. This is interesting because it gives you a lot of information about the product. It tells you that it had a main, a swatch, the partner, the UPC, the file names, if it was completed, the SLA day, the shot due date. And what's also interesting too is right here in this little triangle into the search images section, you look at the view the image schedule. Okay? Bring this up. Here I can actually track to see who did what, which is an excellent feature. I can see that John Mark shot it on this time, at this date. Christina did it here, and I approved it. If for some reason it came in again and Maggie needed to have it shot again, she would just re-import it. And if it came up a second time, if let's say you shoot it a second time, this checkbox that says not billable automatically gets checked because most of the time reshoots are our issue, not theirs. But if somebody wanted to come in here and uncheck this not billable box, when you go to pull billing, you'd see that it was billed twice, which is great. The other thing you can do is right here, which I'll do another video on this one too, because this gets into depth, but you can make your own reports. You can add a report. You can call it sample report. You can tell it you want to make it as a default for a CSV file. You can make it personal, meaning only you can see it. And you can add some pretty interesting things. At the sample level, you can add all these different fields that you can search on. And then at the shot level, You can see the task completed date, the schedule, the not billable, SLA due, shot, current task, image file name, best image view. Let's do that one. I'll update this report. All right, and there's my report. I'm going to hit search, search images, and we'll see that, sorry, I should have that as a search samples, sample report, CSV document is the default. I don't have to check this stuff. I could. I'm going to paste in our file name, which is right here. I'm going to take the prefix off. Oops. Yeah, it's not going to find anything. Take the automatic checkbox off. I'm going to search here. It's going to say, hey, I found two things. Click here down your CSV document. Save my file. And it literally will save a comma-separated value file basically with anything that you just chose. So you can see there's the first, there's the swatch, shot on this day, retouched, approved. It even shows who did it, because the swatch wasn't created by anybody except for Christina making it. Christina and I. John Mark shot it. Christina did it. And is it not billable? Yes. Okay. But the very interesting thing is, once you get used to it, it gets to be very intuitive. At first, though, this terminology gets very confusing between the words sample and image, and searching things and trying to figure out which combination of things works. But we're definitely here for that all the time. I'll probably do another video after this for how to search other things too.